Hi, I'm Jeff Thompson, a candidate for the House of Representatives of the United States Congressional District 9, Phoenix, Arizona. I want to talk to you for a few minutes about health insurance. I was in the health insurance business as part of the financial world for 25 years. I know a little bit about it. Health insurance is part of your risk management financial plan. You either take the risk or you can put the risk on an insurance company. What President Obama has done with Obamacare is he's mandated that everyone has to buy health insurance. This isn't right, and this country wasn't founded on mandating that the American people have to do certain things. When it comes to health insurance, you have a choice. You can say, I'll take the risk myself. I won't buy a health policy. If I get sick, I'll have to pay for it out of my own pocket, out of my savings, out of my net worth. That's your choice. It's your risk. If that's too much risk, then you go to an insurance company and you say, for my age, for my family, for my health, what's it going to cost every month for you to take the risk and for me to pay a premium to you for taking that risk? It's a choice. It's just like life insurance. You can't wait till you're ready to die before you buy it. You have to buy it early on. It's the same with health insurance. It's called morbidity. And you cannot wait till you're sick to buy it because an insurance company is not going to sell it to you at that point. You have to buy it when you're young and hopefully when you're healthy. You look at President Obama's mother and the situation he liked to use an example. She made a choice. She said, I don't want to pay the premium. I'm not going to buy it. Her health changed and she got sick. And he said, my mom couldn't get health insurance. Well, she could have gotten it. She just didn't want to pay the premium when she was healthy. She wanted it when she was sick. Like I said, it's like life insurance. I carried a lot of life insurance. I paid the premiums for years. I didn't like paying those premiums every month. But I knew, God forbid if something happened to me, that my family would face some very difficult times financially if I didn't make the decision to buy it. It's the same thing with health insurance. You can't wait till your health changes and you're sick and say, I want it. Obamacare mandates everybody has to buy it. There's some problems with health insurance that need to be fixed. Let's talk about it. Understanding Obamacare needs to be repealed. It's wrong for America. 70% of the Americans are against it. There's a reason for that. But health insurance has problems and they need to be addressed. First thing that needs to be addressed is if you're on your parents' policy and if you don't have real good health, when you become of age to go on your own policy, you shouldn't be deprived of it. You should be able to continue on your parents' policy. You just have to pay the premium, whatever it might be for that. That's not a hard fix. It's not a real expensive fix. In addition, there's situations where perhaps a married couple has been married for 30 years and the husband who worked and had the health insurance passes away. And they say, well, he's gone. The employer says, we're not going to offer the insurance to the wife and family anymore. So you go on COBRA, and COBRA can be very expensive. That's not right. If you were on that plan, you should be able to stay on that plan and pay the premium, whatever it might have been. That's not a hard fix. What is a hard fix and what nobody wants to touch is tort reform. We have a real problem in this country. Our doctors are paying 25 to 35% of their revenue in malpractice insurance. And they're scared to death they're going to get sued. So when you go in to see a doctor, they're selective on who they see, number one, because they don't want to get sued. And that hurts medical care when they have to be selective. And they're selective because of the tort problems in this country, the lawsuits. Well, what we need to do is fix that. You go in to see a doctor, he says, I really think probably these 2 tests could determine and diagnose what your problem is. But they don't do that. They run every test. They might run 10. They're going to run the whole battery of tests, no matter what the cost, because they're scared to death that the 1 in 10,000 patients that they have, that they miss something and they get sued. And when they get sued and they're in that courtroom and that attorney says, why didn't you run this test? So they're not going to risk that. They run every test. There is a huge cost to the medical industry, thus passed to the insurance industry, when doctors run tests all the tests, and they do it almost on every patient. No one wanted to touch it. Obamacare didn't touch tort reform. I can only imagine because he's an attorney. His wife's an attorney, even though she's not allowed to practice anymore. The attorneys, there's too many of them in Washington, D.C. And they like that lawsuit. But I'm going to tell you something. If we don't fix tort reform, health insurance costs are going to continue to skyrocket. It's a very, very difficult situation. Obamacare is wrong. We can fix health insurance. Tort reform's got to be the first thing we fix. The examples I gave you before, those things can be fixed. Shouldn't be difficult. But health insurance is something that is a choice. You can decide, yes, I want it. I'll put the risk on an insurance company. I'll pay the premium. Or you should be, as a free American, able to say, I don't want it. I'll take the risk. And you should have that choice. And the government shouldn't come down and mandate what you have to do. You send me to Washington, D.C., I've got a strong background in the business world. I had 25 years in the financial world. I'm different. I'm not a politician. Probably the only candidate that's running in this district that doesn't have political aspirations. You need someone back there that's been successful in the business world, has made tough decisions, is not afraid to make them again. We've got some real problems in this country right now. That's why I've come out of retirement and decided to run. We need people that are business-minded people to go back there and make tough decisions that are going to be in our best interest of this country. And if we don't, there's going to be some very, very, very difficult times ahead. I think we all know that. August 28th is the primary. I appreciate your support. If you have any questions, you can go on my website, jeffthompsonforcongress.com. Be happy to visit with you. Be happy to come out and talk to any political gatherings you want to put together. Thank you.